Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. This is Big Girl Diary. Wow. Okay, just when you think Evan Rachel Wood and Marilyn Manson that things are going to settle, no. But I'm not going to talk about them yet. I'm going to get to them. But this is wild. But this is on the level of how can I say, Evan Rachel Wood putting her foot in the deep end of it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But in this case, on the East Coast, not the West Coast, because the West Coast has a whole lot of crazy stuff going on over there. Let's talk about the East Coast for a second. Just hear me out here. Stick with me. Let me lay this out. Because you can't make this sugar honey iced tea up. You can't. All right. Many of us already know about Fani Willis and Donald Trump, RICO charges, election interference. But I'm not going to get into the political aspect of it. That's on my other channel, Politics with Laura. No. I'm going to talk about the personal part because Fanny's boyfriend, Nathaniel Wade, is divorcing his ex-wife. Now, as soon as a little bit of money comes in, he loses his mind. Oh, man. I think Nathaniel must know Evan Rachel Wood because apparently she gave him some pointers and it failed. Oh my goodness. Okay. This right here. Okay. Woman down. Now this right here is Fani Willis. Now, she's a DA of Fulton County in Georgia. Now, this right here is Nathaniel Wade, her boyfriend. Now, these two, wait a minute, oh my goodness, you can't make this stuff up. You truly can't. Now, Fanny decides that she wants to indict Donald Trump. Now, she went beyond her bounds as far as her being a DA. She did something that she was not supposed to do. But then again, Governor Kemp gave leadway to district attorneys around Georgia to prosecute certain things. Now, I don't think Donald Trump was supposed to get ensnared in that, but he got ensnared in that, and it opened up a big ball of corruption in Georgia under Governor Kemp's watch. But I'm not going down that road. Again, I'm not. You think actors are bad as far as not being faithful to their spouses. Lawyers are on another level. Lawyers, judges, within the judicial system. That's a whole different wall. That's something different. But I digress. Fanny. Now, she gets her boyfriend that is a magistrate judge. He has his own business. He makes maybe about $150,000 a year, somewhere within that, give or take here or there. Now, Fanny decides, well, I'm going to go ahead and go after Donald Trump. Let me go ahead and get that. And if I could prosecute and win, I'm going to make a name for myself. So let me find someone with a specialty within the federal law to where they can make a RICO case against Donald Trump. And let me have my boyfriend. Let me ask him if he wants to do the job. Now, she knows that that's right. There's not even in his ballpark because he's a magistrate judge to where he deals with slip and falls, car accidents. He presides over that. He's not a state judge nor a Supreme Court judge. None of those. On a lower level. Unfortunate, but that's what it is. He's like, hey, how much are you paying? Now, instead of saying, Fanny, no, that's not in my ballpark. I have never done a federal case. I have never, the complexities of a RICO, never done those things. But when she said over $640,000, I can pay my bills. I can have money in my pocket. Oh, yeah. The ching, 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 ching went off in his head. Yeah. Went off in his head. And he's looking at Fani. Oh, Fani, I can take you places. Wherever I go, I can take you. My wife will never know. Matter of fact, I'm going to divorce that heifer. I'm going to get rid of her. Wrong. Well, that's what happened. Now, when he filed for his divorce, he put all his assets, which was zero. I wasn't able to bring it up. I found this from a lead attorney. He's attorney down there in Georgia. He doesn't live far from that stuff going on there. And he has a front row seat of all the chaos that's going on. But I digress again. So he filled out a form to put down all of his assets, all of his liabilities, all how much he owes on his credit cards. And he only has $2,000 in the bank. Now he makes he makes $14,000 a month. And down in Georgia, that is a good living. Now in LA, you're broke. DC, you're double broke. New York City, you're a welfare recipient. But different economies. But however, down there in Georgia, that's a good living. Yeah. So he leaves out that $640 some odd $1,000 that he didn't put there. He didn't add that to his assets. So when going towards a divorce, the judge will only see that. Now, Fani Willis, indicted 18 of Trump's, I'm going to say cohort. One was like, something doesn't seem right. This guy over here is prosecuting me. He's getting a divorce. I don't know what made him look into that, but he did. He had, and he thought it was quite interesting. Same with his wife, how Nathaniel would have a simple divorce case sealed. Now that caused alarms. And the gentleman had his lawyer unseal it, opened it up, and boom, found an affair. Found Nathaniel divorcing his wife and also having an inappropriate relationship with the DA, which Fani admitted to. The wife jumped in and said, hey, I want you on deposition. Fani wrote a 176-page response. That right there is half of a dissertation. I mean, she's trying to keep herself out of it. And all of a sudden, within all this, she gets married. Oh, wild. It's getting wild down there. But she has a lot of explaining to do. So she's trying to stay on the case. Trump is like, oh, no. She got too much stuff going on. No. She has to she needs to be deposed. Get her off the case. And now they're not only trying to get her off the case, but they're trying to say because her hands are not clean and she's in behaving in such an immoral way. And I know that attorneys and clients cannot have any type of physical relationship. I'm not sure if you can have a physical relationship with a colleague. I'm not quite sure. I don't know. But they're trying to most definitely drag her through the mud. And she's dragging Trump through the mud. And Trump is being drug all over the place. If it's up there in New York or it's not New York now, then it's down there in Georgia. And pretty soon, North Carolina is coming up soon to drag him through the mud additionally. But they go to LA, they go to Belize, and the guy is so reckless that when he goes on these out of state vacations, Fannie Willis's name appears on the credit card statements to with plane tickets. His wife found that out. Oh, that is going to be the divorce of the century because he got that money. He wanted to get rid of his wife of what, 27 years? Oh, Nathaniel, you're raggedy. But what do you think? This is going to be crazy. What do you think?